the football first. Just, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think he's a big chip on his shoulder, Dave. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes. Second down, they'll go here. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Listen, the defense is coming into this one. They're going to target him early on. He is a weapon. And there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They made the stop, man, to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make the play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
So the New Mexico Lobos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
It's pretty amazing to watch this offense because they're not very talented or average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except that guy, the receiver, he is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have
It's a fumble. And he pulls up top of the fumble on the offensive retaining possession. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not taking field goal, wanting to move this third and short. Snag up in the air. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. They're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Here comes the heat. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, get the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision making. This drive has been surgical for this QB. And in that situation, the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys
after using an early one, two left for them to spend. And the D denied them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now they're in this third down situation close to the goal line. It just feels they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I think they're trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a little access.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Here comes the field goal here as they'll try to take the three. This whole way is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, easy call for the ref. And with that, they bring the seal on scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, put themselves in field goal range, not get through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. The defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it. Second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
That's when the offense just needs to be able to hit. Right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and then they get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out there on 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking at football, and you can tell this quarterback
might have a chance. Just carving up this defense and getting it down on 24.
Well, that's why this rugby can be so bad. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well run it until they stop him. He's got to get in. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Down 2 minutes to play the half. The referee signal a 2-minute timeout.
And I go back to it again, too, man. Just the big play the play before, and they say, why not try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being sound, coming down.
There you go. And then he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
The toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quick. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end. Get a nice positive game.
In the red area, it's Hawkins. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a first down in the red zone of the 14. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground now back to work. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one. And the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game. Try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Zane's is complete to the right. They get it down to the center on that pass play in prime position for a score. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Absolutely perfect. Guys are all tied up. Here we go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Humphrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. His drive will open from the 15. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part is the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. This is a design run. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the right. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Here we go. Ready.
He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Sends it downfield.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. What a disappointment. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The give on the inside. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot.
There's some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Lobos will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now second and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready, go!
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He's in open space downfield. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
And the Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't turn the football over. You've got a guaranteed field goal, tie game, late in the game. Man, those are going to be backbreakers, killers, whatever adjective you want to throw in there. Not bright.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The run inside. It's Humphrey. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Lobos with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They give it to him again. Quick spin on the line. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on second down. Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. On the run, fires downfield. And the missed connection on third down. The Lobos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Past the 10. And in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took his own hands.
Man, what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all, but the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's dream, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously, you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football?
That's it. They get to him and pull him down, and they save the game. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back, and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us in this defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.